Window pane.
Okay. Hey, how's it going, mateys? Good day. Very good day. Slept 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. There's a lot of voice work screaming yesterday, which is really clarifying. Wrote about how much I deeply hate my parents. Basically logistics of how they've shoved things in my life that have just completely stolen years of my time. Fucking years! Infuriating. And then I need to get a place of my own that's really cheap rent and earn income. And I'm capable of doing that. I can earn significant income on my own that covers rent, basic rudimentary expenses, food, and small amount of charity donations, and a large amount of savings monthly. I have the capacity to do that. I will do that. It's as simple as that. And I wrote all about how I loathe my parents. Felt good to sleep only 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. I've gotten this habit of eating. Shut up, fucking blind narrator.
Focus on
Eating.
non-selected.
For fuck's
Contains
sake.
program manager.
Shut the fuck up.
Desktop list.
Eating 3 hours or later after waking up. It's an invaluable health tip. My coaching is invaluable. I do have the capacity to earn. I will do that. I'm capable of earning enough to cover rent, food, minimum savings, minimum expenses, and charity stuff. And, things will open up if I find an expensive rent, like going to Acapulco, Mexico. That's a huge thing that's been on something I wanted to revisit, because I love that area. It's there. I think 9 years ago. Shit. It's a long time ago.
2011 underscore journal underscore T X exit narrator Windows focus on yes button.
Oh no, it's still talking.
Yes
Shut
button.
up.
No button. Are you sure you want to exit narrator?
Oh, it's maybe just delayed. Okay. And I realize so much of my life goes into their intoxicating, corrupt problems that I don't have anything to do with. They're related with having too many fucking houses, and I hate them. I fucking hate them! And I hate the fact of myself, that I've been unable to liberate myself from them financially. I've tried everything in the past, and I'll continue trying things. I can't. It feels good to have this certainty, because I get lost like in Inception, limbo, dream world. When my parents are paying for things, your life doesn't feel real. I have to. Part of me needs to know what is mine, and when my parents pay for things, even less is mine. If I live in a shit apartment, that I pay for, then at least have that certainty of looking around. Yeah, this piece of shit is mine. At least it's mine. At least I have something that's mine. At least it's something I'm affording. So that's vital. Really vital. Trying to think what else. Cats are good. They're pretty awesome. Passport 2 has been, they both go towards the bowl at the same time, and Passport 2 is like, and he pushes away Sherlock. Like, what? That wanker! How long has he been doing that? And I also noticed that 1, Sherlock is skinnier and is more agile, and 2, Passport 2 is kind of sluggish. He's kind of a Garfieldish cat. He's nice and cuddly though, and he's a little more sensitive and gentle. But he has a little bit of tug going on him. So, I didn't feed him this morning, joyfully so. Put him in the cage, and he had to watch his brother chow down on delightful chicken and tuna cat stuff, cat food. But it kind of serves him right, because, he needs to get more exercise. He's been eating only his share of food. So, yeah. But then I'll feed him again in around 10 this evening. Listen to Australia Radio live today. It was at... It had to be at 3 a.m. How was it 3 a.m.? 3 a.m. Australia time. Biological parents keep calling, and it will be good. And so they've been wanting to put me in a house. They want to get this $60,000 house. For fuck's sake! And this cool river house, which is like $100,000. Fucking what? It's insane. If I could have $100,000, I could live my life. I could invest a lot in stocks. I could invest in things and earn and have more of a sense of control in my life. A modicum sense of control, which I have zero of now. But I am capable of earning, and I will do that. Let's see what else is going on here. Basically, eating patterns have been very good. Normally I kind of wake up in this sluggish slumber of depression and confusion. I just eat random things like marshmallows and shit. And then it kind of, really screws up my digestion the rest of the day. And I feel shitty because of the screwed up digestion. It becomes this hellish cycle. So not eating for 3 hours is essential. You just have water. I allow myself to have water, protein scoop, and vitamins. That's it. Up until 3 hours. And a lot of times I mentally get involved in something else, which is better. I'm exercising more regularly as well. Because, I just have 3 hours of normally I'd just munch on stuff. And I'd be like, oh, I exercise for shit. But if you don't, it's just, that's one of the most amazingly nifty productivity, health, coaching, skills, variables, techniques, tricks. What about Darren Brown? I respect that guy. So tons of people respect Darren Brown. It's really awesome. But I think a part of me felt like him. But I want to distinguish that from wanting to be like him, because if I'm not like him and I just want to be like him, then that'd be a waste of my time. But if I am like him, I should use those skills. So, so I felt really fucking tooled and toyed with going to all these houses. But then a part of me was like, I've only lived in dorm rooms and apartments that weren't my parents' places, or tents, or hostels or hotels that aren't my parents' place, and I've never lived in a house. And so that whole idea is foreign to me, and I was very not open to it. We went to 14 different places, and it was pretty fucking overwhelming, and I guess it'd be an investment for them. But then part of me is like, I want the flexibility of having a cheap, soundproof place surrounded by nature that I afford in Michigan. That's private. And then, a small, minimal, cheap apartment, probably in Chicago, and then something on the East Coast, and then Australia, and gotta get back to Australia. And then, one thing I don't want is I don't want to be drawn to places because other people want me there. I don't want to be pulled to places. I want to go there out of my own will and want. Just a lot of this was about really dislike biological parents, and honoring that hatred, that vehement hatred, was kind of useful, because it just gave me more control of emotions, my body and mind and everything. So cats are good. Living environment for the past, since March 13th or so, I've been living out of bags. My computer backpack, my camelback, and a chest of drawers, and I feel like that's a lot safer, because I don't have the privilege of spreading out and living in an environment. I'm still living in a computer. And maybe if I start to live in a house, then I can live out of the computer. I can live in a house, which I've never really done before. So, yeah. And we went to all these 3 places again and again with biological parents, and then the next day I was like, this is so stupid. This is so dumb. This is the dumbest, most idiotically, blitheringly dumb thing. Because, I want to be in frickin' Australia. And I'm not even interested in America. What I wanted is Australia. That's what I've been thinking of. And they're like, let's get you a house. And they're like, you can be there for 2 years or 5 years. That's fucking imprisonment. I mean, Michigan is much better than Illinois. That's true. There's some parts of Chicago, they're kind of okay. But Illinois compared to Michigan's way, way, way infinitely better. I wanted to be kind of close to the lakes. I like swimming. I didn't want to be inland. I didn't want this repeat of this Calabasas shithole that I experienced in this rubbish on the West Coast. So, yeah, but for the past year and a half, I've been living out of hostels, hotels, the street, tents, and other people's houses. I haven't had a place of my own of any kind, apartment or house. And I think apartments are rubbish. I might have graduated myself from apartments. I mean, if, for a lame, cheap place, temporarily, possibly. I've just never looked long-term, really. So looking at these houses has really kind of changed my future pacing a bit. But income is... Not having that is so depressing. and life distorting. And you feel like my parents stolen life away from me by discouraging financial ventures. So anyways, this update on the cats, the living environment. I just want a good, safe place to live, where I feel safe. I don't feel safe here, because every weekend my parents are like, you can't live here, you gotta get... So I don't feel safe there. I probably wouldn't feel safe in some cramped apartment where I can't be loud. I need to be loud! Without alarming people. I don't want to alarm other people. And nature is essential to me. So this is river house thing. I don't know. It's all a fucking headache. I don't know how it'll pan out. I want it to pan out. I want it to resolve in the best way possible. And I don't think getting me in I like that. Me being in my own place that I pay for, I afford with my own income, where it's not, causing me to lose an arm and a leg, would be different. That'd be good. Anyways, so yeah, not too stressed out, but yeah, things are good. Yeah, things are shitty. What the fuck am I talking about? Things are a fucking wreck. At least it's summer. I wish I could enjoy it. I don't even have the privilege to enjoy it because I'm not in a place that's mine, that I can be in. Fuck. And I don't like being around people either. I don't trust that many people. So keeping maybe I'll trust Review and Oz or whatever. East Coast seems good. I think I'm more clean East Coast. Anyways, there we go.